thank you for being here tonight and supporting music at Simonds Elementary School. This is our concert hall. You'll be hearing different groups at different times. This is called a round-robin concert. You'll hear the band, you'll hear the orchestra, you'll hear the choir, then you'll hear them all again. That way we can all celebrate each other. So we're going to practice just for a moment, audience. Let's see how well you can clap for everyone here on stage. Please welcome all these great kids. Fantastic. They have worked hard. They're such nice young people. And we are going to begin our concert. We begin in ancient Egypt, land of the pyramids, pharaohs, and the little-known fact, the beginnings of a popular pastry. Behold, the sacred scroll of musical simplicity, 3 notes of pure joy. You'll be hearing Egyptian crossbuns, sad crossbuns, and thanks to Taylor Swift, who popularized the original hot cross buns, this is the variation on hot cross buns. Beginners, instruments up. 1, 2, 3. Mr. Bowman and our beginning band. Please put your hands together and welcome him to the stage.
All right, good evening. Thanks, everybody. We've got a very different piece to play for you now. You might know it by a different name, Hot Cross Buns. Because no matter what we play or we learn, those are the first 3 notes we know, and everybody seems to know that. As many nursery rhymes as kids don't know anymore, everybody still seems to know Hot Cross Buns. So, recalling back to your first few days of hearing instruments in the house, we're going to play Hot Cross Buns for you, and then we're going to go right into Merrily We Roll Along, also known as Merry Had Little Lamb.
And next up, looking to your left, please welcome our Simonds Choir under the direction of Miss Satana.
This is the Simonds Choir, and we will be singing Something Told the Wild Geese.
This next selection is certainly appropriate for the weather we've had the last few weeks. This is Shiver. Please welcome the experienced orchestra. And we're going to do a 2-for-1 special here since you're already leaning this way. This next piece is Mystic Caravan, and there's quite a story that goes along with it, but it can be surmised as a quest for some sort of deal with the fact that these youngsters are often told, you know, right after school we're going to go for a quick run to Costco. And they know what the word quick run to Costco means, but there's always a sample and there's always potentially a bag of cookies the size of some of these young children. So this next piece is inspired by their quest for cookies and sugar. This is Mystic Caravan. Our attention go back to the left side of the concert hall and welcome in our experienced band. As the Simonds program grows, we keep finding more sections for places for students to be. It's always sort of a geometrical challenge to find where does it work in the schedule and for instrumentation, and we're so grateful to have our jazz band here and our chamber orchestra. These are fabulous students here from Castillero. Round of applause for our jazz band and chamber orchestra.
All right, for this next one, actually we're gonna have Erica, one of our high school volunteers, is gonna stand up and she's been working with she's been kind of bounced back and forth, we've been tag teaming, but she spent most of her time with this experienced group while I'm trying to get the beginners going. Sometimes we swap off and she works with the flutes, so you see she's a flute player. But she's gonna come up and she's gonna lead the experienced group through Up on the Housetop. Here's Erica and the experienced kiddos.
next selection features a string crossing and a lift. You've heard it once tonight. This is Merrily We Roll Along. As you can see with our beginners, we're learning lots of new skills, and we're not just learning notes. We're also learning how to manage ourselves professionally in rehearsals and on the concert stage. One of the big things about having the arts in your schools is that it works on all of the listening and communication skills, as well as decoding a new language and trying to put those variables on a plane, the fingerboard or the instrument they're playing in their hands or in their voices, and feeling what all these different elements are all together. It's quite a complex algorithm, and so they're learning how to move their left hand at one speed, their right hand at another speed, and they're also learning how to listen and be fully present. These are just wonderful young people, and they've learned so much already in a short amount of time. In the beginning stages, note reading is incredibly important. Can everyone in the concert hall say note reading? So note reading links have been passed out. I've sent, I think, about 16 blogs out with information to help your students practice. If you're not receiving the blogs, please make sure to reach out to me, email me, so I can make sure to have the best email for you. And in all of those blogs, it says this is what we worked on, this is what we will work on, here are note reading links, here are video tutorials, and a whole bunch of resources to help these students be successful. The students also get to learn to be responsible. We know we are transitioning from the white envelopes that come home weekly to what they have to do here at the middle school level, which is to make sure to manage their homework, manage their time, get ready for bigger projects. We can't always bring the stuff that we forgot home to school, so they have to become more independent. So bringing their instruments every day, bringing their music, making sure they keep their music, being mindful about all the things that are being provided for them, and then being responsible with those items. Really great to see them working so hard, and really great to see all of the support from the community as we raise young people who are independent and have high capacity for learning, listening, and communicating. This next selection demonstrates a new note, third finger G for the violins and the violas, and fourth finger G for the cellos, as well as a new bow stroke called legato. Work for our beginning orchestra. We are now moving back to the left side of the concert hall and welcoming back our choir.
Alrighty, the next tune we have to share for you is a song called Shake the Papaya Down. Now, for some of us, this may not be the most intuitive thing, and one of the things we learn in choir is how to hold a tune. And in this tune, you will hear us not just one tune, not just two tunes, but 3 tunes all at the same time. We hope you enjoy Shake the Papaya Down.
Back up here with beginning band, we've got a short little string of them. We're gonna string things together here. Mr. K was telling you a little bit. We learn, new concepts with each of these. We learn a new note. We learn about the musical symbols, the road maps, how to read them. This next one, we learned about playing in a round, and some of them had learned that in their music classes. But Itsy Bitsy Spider is going to be in a round, so you'll hear two different halves of the group, and they'll be overlapping each other. The important thing is everybody begins at the beginning. Good, thank you, Ashley. Everybody begins at the beginning and ends at the end. That's the really tricky part. You begin at the beginning and you end at the end. Then we're going to go right from that into Good King Wenceslas, and that's going to feature each individual section, and hopefully that'll work from here because we haven't tried it. But you're going to hear a little soli, so you get to hear the flutes play a couple bars by themselves, then everybody, then the clarinets, then everybody. So you get a little bit of what each group sounds like. Then we'll do a little dreidel song, Jolly Old St. Nicholas, and Jingle Bells. Those three will just go boom, 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 right after each other to finish out their little holiday suite. So here's Itsy Bitsy Spider in a round. Up here, and you'll hear each group, like I said, for Good King Wenceslas. Here's a little rendition of the Dreidel song. This is our first piece, learning it in parts. So there's 3 parts happening. Some have the melody, some have a bass line, and some have some harmony in the middle. For now, they're playing whatever they're comfortable with and whatever they felt best preparing. So a lot of them are, even if they're flutes, some of them are playing the bass line because it's simpler. Guys on stage, please stop talking. If you're trying to help your Castillero people and high school helpers figure it out, that's okay, just do it really quietly. All right, here's the Dreidel song. favorite, up here at least, we're going to finish off the beginning band part of this for you with a little Jingle Bells. Here's Jingle Bells.
Next up, back to the right-hand side of the auditorium, this is Beyond the Thunder with the Experienced Orchestra. Over to the far left side, we're going to go back to our wonderful choir as we continue to go round robin with all these incredible students. Nice job to all the students for listening so attentively and being such a great audience. Well done all night long. Miss S and the choir.
This next tune that we present to you is a really sweet melody called Grow Little Tree.
What will you be?
Next up, we're back center stage, and we'll have our beginning orchestra playing that familiar tune, Jingle Bells. Look how they are in wonderful rest position. We call this fork and knife, like they're ready for a meal. They've got one instrument on their knee, their bow on their knee, sitting tall. There's an introduction. They'll put their instruments up all together. This is Jingle Bells. And since Erica is coming to lead the Experience Band, this is a great time to thank all of these amazing high school TAs. We have students that are coming from Pioneer and Leland and Lincoln, some that are currently in local colleges, and they stop by and they just volunteer their time to help us. If you're a high school helper, wherever you are here tonight, would you please stand to be recognized by the audience? Really wonderful just to see the different people who are interested in our program and who would like to learn from it and get ready for their own teaching experiences. So we have Miss Kyla has joined the orchestra program already with a degree in music and about to embark on her credentialing program. It's been really great to see her walk around and help all the students and get excited with the next generation teacher, Miss Kyla. And we have a little program in the orchestra where the fifth graders, mostly fifth graders, the Experience Orchestra helps many of our beginning students. We have a whole team of TAs here in the fifth grade orchestra. If you're a fifth grade TA, sorry, not a fifth grade TA, I said that incorrectly, I apologize. If you are a TA for the beginning orchestra, would you please stand up and be recognized for all of your hard work this semester? Go ahead. Nice job, TAs. Nice job. They help set up the chairs, put out the name tags, help them put on their shoulder rests, they fix their bow hands, they get them their music, they help them with their stripes and tuning. Wonderful 10 and 11-year-olds working so hard to support these young learners. So now, without further ado, Miss Erica and the Experience Band. And we're going to have our Experience Band stand up for a moment to get a round of applause. You can see where they're all sitting. Congratulations to our Experience Band. Nice job spending time on our instruments. Well done. Okay, now back to the beginners. This piece is called Can Can. So first, you're going to hear all the beginners play it together. This is a big deal piece, because this means they know all the notes on the D string and all the notes on the A string, the entire D major scale. This is Can Can. violins, would you please stand up? And be amazed as the violins play can-can by themselves. The violins! And now, we're going to have our violas stand up. And we're going to have our cellos stay seated. Be amazed as our viola and cello section plays the can-can. Cellos and violas! And now what do you think, audience? Can we do it a little faster? I said, what do you think, audience? Think we can do it a little faster? All right, beginners, put your seatbelts on. Keep going faster. Well, at some point we all have to go home, so we will continue going faster in the new year. But what an exciting place to be with this wonderful beginning orchestra. I'm going to be walking over to the Experienced Orchestra where we have one final selection. This is called Frosty the Snowman. You might recognize it. And we're going to welcome our percussionists to the stage. Please put your hands together for Sean and Matthias. When we're putting all these elements together, all these kids have to choose to want to listen, they have to choose to practice, you have to choose to be encouraging, and we all work together and we get this incredible product. What an already great night of music, and here comes Frosty the Snowman. Now we get to welcome back our choir for their last tune of the evening. And while they're doing that, jazz band, would you please quietly make your way over for Sleigh Ride? So quietly, jazz band, quietly. Our beginning and experienced band, thank you for sitting so quietly as the jazz band leaves on tiptoes. Beginning orchestra, look how tall you're sitting. Fabulous young people after a long day of school. Excellent work. And our chamber orchestra will come back. Miss S and the choir.
The final tune we have for you speaks to the song that is within each and every one of our hearts, whatever song that is to you. This is Everlasting Melody.
Wonderful. Well done to our choir. Before we do our final selection of the evening, this is a great time to just thank all the people that make this concert happen. I would like to start with our admin at both schools. At Simonds, of course, Ms. Strokas, and she was here for the evening. She might still be in the room, and she had to leave for another engagement. She was here for the first portion. We're grateful that she allows us to have these after-school programs, and it's just great that it works in everybody's day and that we can give them access to music. If you come to Castillero, which I highly recommend, The music experience happens during the day, so every day they have math and language arts and social studies and PE. They have everything every day, including music, and they get all specialist teachers. So people who are they're disciplined in their study is what we do here. Miss S is the choir teacher here at Castillero, and her degrees are in education and vocal performance. Mr. Bowman teaches the band, and his degrees are in saxophone performance, music education, and conducting. I teach the orchestras, and I have a master's degree in cello performance and an undergraduate degree in education. We're all here to work with your students, and we can't do that, of course, without our incredible admin team that is here all day, every day. Represented tonight here by Mr. Jones. Miss Campbell is not only working here, but also doing the Nutcracker downtown. We've got folks all over doing all sorts of things. Our admin team of Miss Silva, Mr. Jones, and Miss Campbell. And then the specific help, of course, is we have these incredible room parents, and we have various people that come in and support. Miss Twee is there always to make sure everything gets all set up, and we have Miss Sonia, who is organizing things here on our campus as well as over at Simon. These two volunteers are relying on a lot of other volunteers who support the program here at Castillero and at Simonds Elementary. If you'd like to be more involved, boy, we can always use an extra set of hands. Please thank both all our wonderful Simonds and Castillero volunteers for putting on today's show. Thank you so much to our volunteers. And the last plug is that on Thursday, a few days from today, Castillero hosts its holiday show. This has become quite a famous show here in the area, and all 5th graders are invited to attend because we'd like to show you what Castillero looks like. You can see Dance Infinia we have 6 dance classes here at Castillero. We have our choirs singing, we have jazz band performing, chamber orchestra performing, symphonic band, advanced drama. We have our avant orchestra, we have our full orchestra, and right now, you can't see it, but our light show is being constructed. It's a free concert. It's right when you get out of school from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. right here at Castillero, right in this room. Be dazzled by what these young people can do, and to give you a little taste. This is Sleigh Ride by Leroy Anderson, and it's not a version made for middle school. This is the same one that you hear the Boston Pops playing. This is the Castillero Chamber Orchestra and Jazz Band performing Leroy Anderson's Sleigh Ride. Simon Choir. Beginning band, please stand. Beginning band, please stand. Experienced band, please stand. Beginning orchestra, please stand. And let's practice our bow. Ready, and experienced orchestra, please stand. And your Castillero chamber and jazz band, please stand on up. What a fun hour of music. We hope that when you come to our concerts, this feels like a Friday night out. Of course, we're proud of our kids, and it's fun to see all the things that they're doing as they grow, as well as enjoying our time and listening to all this great music. It's only been 3 months. Imagine what it's going to sound like when it's 6 months, when it's been a year, when it's been 2 years, and when you see these students here at the middle school level, they're only 12 and 13 years old playing music like that. They all started with those 3 fantastic notes, F sharp, E and D, hot cross buns. They all came home with their instruments and made some very interesting sounds. They all came home, were so excited. They were all so excited at their first concert, and now this is probably concert number 30 or 35 for our Castillero kids. They're wonderful young people. One more round of applause for everybody in here. Okay, so in math, we learned that there's an order of operations